Grand Risings, everyone. How are y'all doing? Well, I am blessed. No matter the circumstance, I am truly blessed, as you all are as well. Um, Spirit's been showing me a few things, and especially about our government and about the shutdown and the way our economy is going, the way the world is going. And it's so funny. In 2016, when me and my fiance moved into our first house together, it was so crazy. I kept feeling like this energy, and I kept hearing Spirit say, you need to start saving, and also preparing yourself. Start growing your food, start putting it away, start storing it away, start freezing it. And then also just grow your own food. Grow your own food. Collecting your own water in rain barrels. So I didn't understand it. I just did it. I just followed what Spirit told me to do, and I did it. And I've been doing it every time the seasons changed. Me and my fiance would do it. But the reason why I'm saying this, because it's starting to make sense now. It's starting to make sense. Now let's just talk about facts first, and then I'll explain how all of this plays a part in what I'm trying to say. In 2016. Great Britain was going through their government with the issue of Brexit. And I'm not entirely sure just on what I know about Brexit. And if y'all know anything else about Brexit, please comment down below. But with Brexit, from what I've gathered, is basically like the people in Great Britain are voting for two reasons. They want to not have the turn my car on, it's cold. Not have the British royals rule over them, which is admirable. I would feel the same way. But here is the funniest part of it all. It will also lose their connection with the EU and their trading privileges or trading treaty amongst with the UK. So yes, you're voting against the royals. But this is the messed up part. You're also saying, I no longer want to have access to trade with any other countries. That's a messed up vote, isn't it? So they've been dealing with that since 2016. I think longer than that, but I think from what I've read, since 2016. They've been trying to get this vote to go through. And I think they did vote to exit, but some people are like, maybe I shouldn't have did that vote. Granted, yes, we don't want to have the royals to reign over us anymore, but we don't want to lose our access to trade with other countries because that's how they make their money. Great Britain is an island. There's no industrialism there. I've never seen anywhere on any product, whether it be on my clothes, my shoes, toothbrushes, food, made in Great Britain. Just saying. So obviously their way of getting their money, making their money is foreigners. So anyway, so then you got that going on. Remember, this is also around the time when we went through the voting process and Trump got into office. No coincidence. Not to mention the rumors of collusion. Rumors my ass. But anyway, so let's talk about another fact too. Whoever has control over Israel pretty much controls the world. I'm not going to debate you on that. It just is what it is. We've been fighting with the Syrians and the Palestinians in the Middle East for years and years and years. And they've been fighting for longer than that. So who has the control now in the Middle East? Assad in Syria, who we're fighting against. Who's an ally with Assad? Great question. Putin, Russia. Okay, so now that you got that down so far, let's talk about what Spirit showed me. So Spirit was like, okay, if you wanted a new world order, if you want control of the world, you gain control of Israel. So with that being said, Russia is an ally of Israel. Putin's been trying to control things from the very beginning, which he has. Trump is just a pawn. He's a pawn, well, president's a pawn, period, anyway. But he's a pawn also with Russia, because Russia is saying, I need you to go and fuck up the United States government. The shutdown, because of the wall, is smoke and mirrors. Sorry to tell ya. He don't care about a damn wall. He don't care about that. Because if he did, he would be paying the U.S. Coast Guard and the freaking border control and not every other branch of the military. Come on, guys. Let's use our minds. So Great Britain and America is, or was, a supercontinent, one of the biggest, most financial, biggest supercontinents ever. And now you got them being thrown into a financial deficit, both. Yeah. We're fighting with Syria, and Russia just sitting back like, You think Russia is in cahoots with Assad because he agrees with everything Assad is saying? No. Russia's in cahoots with Assad, just like, okay, you ever seen those movies where you got two guys and they're robbing a bank and they get all this money? Get it all illegally in the most worst way. And at the very end, that one guy that was helping you out to rob that bank takes you out because he wants all the money. Just saying. So, Spirit showed me that basically all of this is planned out. Trump doesn't care about the United States. Trump never did. Trump don't care about that wall. Trump never did. It's smoke and mirrors. It's just another way to throw us into a financial deficit, which we are already in. And the funniest thing is, we have been in a recession, I would have to say, probably since the late 2016, early 2017, probably longer than that. I'm just going by what I know. But the funny thing is, people won't believe it until someone on the news, which is also being controlled by the powers that be. Y'all won't believe it until someone gets up there and says, this just in, the United States is in a recession. We already been in a recession, dodos. Gaddafi was murdered because he was trying to change the currency. Saddam Hussein was murdered because he was trying to change the U.S. currency. Our dollar is about to be null and void, because it already almost is. And not to mention, the New World Order is about to take stage. Right now, it's just the prelude, the introduction. You just wait. You just wait. And how would we be even able to go to war, if it comes down to that, with Assad in Russia, if we are in a financial state of depression? We won't have the money to do it. And if we do try to find the money, we, the little people, will feel the impact everywhere. Think about it, guys. Think about it. It's no coincidence. Spirit was showing me this is just the introduction to the New World Order, and Trump was just used as a pawn. But I think he already knew this. He just played his part. He was given his job way before he became president. Yes, he was colluding with Russia for all this to happen. And Putin needed him to be president for him to throw the United States into a financial deficit, because it wasn't going to happen with Barack. Not the way he wanted it to go anyway. But it would have happened anyway for us to go into a recession, just by the way things are going financially just around the world anyway. But I'm just saying, for the way that Putin wanted it to go, he had to have Trump in office as a puppet. Just saying. So is there any way to get out of this? Trust and believe. I've been asking and meditating, like, is there any way to get out of this? Well, you know what? In order for things to evolve, you have to go through birth pain. And that's what Spirit has shown me. Just like a woman giving birth to a child. Yes, she's pregnant, she's giving labor, it fucking sucks, it hurts, she's in pain. But as soon as she gives birth to that baby, it all makes sense. And it was worth it. You're like, oh, yes, it was painful, but look at this baby. We have to go through a state of evolution in order for it to be better. We have to go through it. We have to go through it. We have this. This is what Spirit's showing me. All evolution has to go through this. We have to, in order for us to evolve, we have to go through a birth pain. I don't know what else is to come from this. I don't know how we can get ourselves out of it. But one thing Spirit did say is this. We definitely need to keep our vibrations high. We need to be grateful for the little things that we have and for the things that we can do. We need to be positive and optimistic in everything. We need to stick together. We need to hold people accountable. And we need to walk in truth. That raises the vibration of the earth's energy as well. When you have more than one person on the same frequency, you're raising the vibration of the earth. And that's all Spirit was showing me. We just need, and you know, it's so funny. I had a conversation with my fiance because we've been going through some things this week, you know, besides the fact of it's been really cold and trying to keep the house warm. And of course, our pipes froze this week. Oh my God. But I explained to him, I said, we need to be positive. When you're negative, your thoughts become convoluted and you can't see anything clear. But when you try to keep a positive mindset and try to be grateful, and there's work to do that. It's not easy being positive. It's not easy, you know, raising your vibrations. It's not easy, guys. It's not. It's easy to be negative. It's easy to be pessimistic. It's so easy to point out all the things that's wrong in the world and all the things that's wrong in your life and all the things that's wrong. But it's harder when you're going through your problems to say, you know what? Well, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful I got a roof over my head. I'm grateful we got food in our belly. I'm grateful that we are alive and we are kicking and we have another day to fight for truth. We have to at least try to be on that frequency. And right now, it's like we're divided everywhere. Everywhere, in every country, in every state, in every city, everywhere. Colors, relationships, genders, sexuality. Did I say religion? Religion. I probably did. I'm going to say it again because that's the biggest one. Religion. You know, we're divided on beliefs. We're divided on our words of how we say things and how people, you know, understand what we're saying. We're divided on so many different things. On what's right, what's wrong. And that's a low vibrational state, and that keeps the earth in a low vibrational state, as to which negative forces can rise up and continue to do this bullshit to us. But it takes time, effort, and a lot of hard work to keep your vibrations high, to be grateful, to be loving when there is no love being shown, to be forgiven when no forgiveness should be shown, to be positive when there's nothing but negativity all around you. All around you. You know, I do YouTube videos because I just like to do it. I like to do horoscopes. I just enjoy doing it. I don't get paid for it. I just like to do it. I honestly like to do it. I just like to I like doing tarot readings. And I'm not right all the time. And no psychic is always right all the time. You want to know why? Because there's something Spirit has to hold back sometimes. Has to. Because some things we don't need to know at that moment. And because some of us are just nosy. You know, we want to know everything. Who's sleeping with who? Who's the baby daddy? Is Wendy coming back to work? Did R. Kelly have sex with Aaliyah? Man, for real? When we got Russia, Syria, shut down, Brexit, homeless people getting evicted, shut down, like really? And we're talking about R. Kelly, and I've done videos on that. And let me tell you something, it's so funny, I've done it because people request it. And so I do it, okay, yeah, because I like doing videos. I like doing it, it's fun, it is what it is. But then I had to sit back and I read some of the comments and they're like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, just negative, 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 negative. And I'm thinking to myself, I just did this because someone requested it. I don't really care. I don't care. We all knew R. Kelly was a pervert. We all knew Wendy was a bitch. She was a bitch when she first came out. But she's still a human being who has feelings. Okay. We all knew her husband was a big whore. Woo, big shocker. But, you know, and I was willing to just be like, you know, I'm taking my channel down. I'm just going to just say, forget the tarot readings, forget the horoscopes, forget everything, you know. But then I was like, you know what? No. Because it's positive for me. It helps me raise my vibrations. But my point of saying all this is we're so consumed in the dumbest things. What's on Love and Hip Hop? Sky's son hates her again on, what is that stupid show? Black Ink or whatever. I don't know. Stupid things. And we need to be focusing on raising our vibrations and putting love out into the world so we don't have these negative forces continually take precedence in our lives. Because when they're doing this stuff, guess who gets affected? Us, not them, us. But you worried about R. Kelly and you worried about Cardi B or Offset or whoever else. I don't know, Wendy Williams or whoever else y'all worried about. It's to keep us entertained. And to be entertained is to be detained from the truth. See, when I put up videos about your horoscopes, or I put up videos about who cheating on who, or Wendy Williams, or Aaliyah's mom, or this or that, I get a lot of views. But when I put a video up about raising your vibrations and being positive and being optimistic, and loving yourself more, I don't get a whole lot of views for that. And that's the main reason why I literally put up my YouTube. But that's what we need to do right now. That's what we need to do. Stop being detained by this stupid entertainment industry. It's just another diversion, just like this shutdown diversion. But it's deeper than a diversion. It's a diversion within a ploy to bring us down financially. No. I don't know, guys, but at the end of the day, the only advice that Spirit gave me on all of this is let's raise our vibrations. Yes, it's hard to do because there's so many negative things and there's people out there that's so negative. We just got to be positive no matter what. All right, guys. Love and light.